Artificial intelligence is getting pretty good. I mean, it's come a long ways from the way it used to be, back whenever they kind of were first kind of using it and you kind of started seeing ways you can use artificial intelligence compared to now. And you might be wondering, can I possibly use artificial intelligence to help me in the United States Army and maybe even in the military? And I actually came up with 3 ways that you could possibly use artificial intelligence or AI to help you in the Army to kind of like these little hacks. Make sure though, if you want to learn more about the United States Army and stay informed on things going on, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you're clicking on that bell too, because you want to get those alerts. You want to become a part of that awesome notification platoon. So do your part, subscribe, click the bell. Let's talk about the first of these 3 hacks that I think you can possibly use AI for. Scenario 1. Now, sometimes it happens in the Army where maybe you get in a little bit of trouble. Maybe something like you were late for formation or you didn't do something or whatever the case was. The Army has kind of changed a little bit over the time as far as how they kind of punish soldiers. It used to be a thing where maybe they would smoke the crap out of you and make you do push-ups. And the Army's kind of, in a lot of units, gotten away from that. Kind of sucks, I guess, because it feels, like the thing to do, especially from the Army that I grew up, doing. But anyways, it's kind of gone away from that in some cases where they feel like the punishment needs to fit the crime. So smoking a soldier, making them do push-ups because they were late, doesn't really fit the crime. So they usually want you to do something a little bit more productive, proactive kind of a thing. Sometimes that might result in maybe you have to write an essay. And I think you could probably get around kind of doing a lot of hard work by using AI to write your essay. One of the big websites I'm going to be referencing here is ChatGPT. You've probably heard about it, but you probably could use ChatGPT to write that essay to turn in to your leadership and be like, here you go. Here's my punishment I did. And it probably only took you 2 minutes, 5 minutes, maybe, and super easy to do. So with that scenario in mind, maybe showed up late, maybe some other kind of scenario. Let's try it out. Let's see if ChatGPT could save you in that kind of scenario.
All right, so young private, missed formation. So my NCO told me that I had to give him a 2,000 word essay as far as the importance of being on time. So let's find out if ChatGPT can possibly help me with that assignment. So we have an input area down here. So let's try. All right, there we have it. Sped up time a little bit. That was not actually how fast it did. I most likely sped it up in the editing, but I'm not gonna read the whole thing. But I mean, let's see. Time is a precious resource that once spent cannot be regained. Being on time is a critical aspect of personnel, professional life, as it reflects one's reliability, responsibility, and respect for others. In this essay, I will discuss the significant punctuality in different aspects of life and how it can positively impact individuals and organizations. Pretty good thus far with the first paragraph. I'm not gonna read the whole entire thing, but maybe some tweaking you could do here to maybe like, I think I saw something in here like talking about a job interview or something like that. So being on time for a job interview can demonstrate that one reliability is serious about the opportunity. Maybe like change that a little bit about being on time for formation or something like that. And this could probably easily work. Let's find out though if it's actually 2,000 words or how many words it actually is. So we're gonna highlight the whole thing and copy and paste it into Word so we can see how many words it actually is. All right, so let's paste it in here, and it is, it's only 464 words. Might be a little bit of a problem. Might have to add some more stuff. So doesn't seem, okay. So if it was supposed to be 2,000 word essay, you're gonna be a little bit short. Maybe you'd have to regenerate it, maybe add a little bit of fluff into here, adding your own words into this to get it up to 2,000 words. But hey, there's 465 words done. I mean, maybe you don't have to do that many. Maybe your NCO doesn't make you do a 2,000 word essay. Maybe it's only a 1,000 word essay or 500 word essay. But nonetheless, I mean, this is a lot of the work probably done for you.
Now, the second hack could apply to maybe the military, but in this example, I'm talking about the Army. But in the Army, you have things like monthly counselings, NCOERs. These are evaluations for non-commissioned officers. The monthly counselings are for the usually E4 and below kind of a thing to let them know how they're doing. And this is the responsibility of the non-commissioned officer to write these up. So let's say a common one, right? You have like a non-commissioned officer, maybe it's a squad leader, maybe it's a section sergeant, whatever the thing is, and they have a few soldiers under them and they have to give their monthly counseling. When they're doing the monthly counseling with that soldier, they should be kind of sitting down with them one-on-one, going over the counseling form with them that outlines everything inside of it to say how they feel they're doing, where they can improve, how they can improve, all of that stuff. So you got a lot of bullet points, a lot of stuff. Now you probably wouldn't be able to use ChatGPT or artificial intelligence for the entire counseling statement because obviously the artificial intelligence, the AI, doesn't know your soldiers. So you're gonna have to feed it a little bit of things here and there, but potentially some of that work could be done by the artificial intelligence. So let's try using that scenario. Let's use that scenario of I'm a non-commissioned officer that has to counsel my soldiers and I need some help with some of these bullets.
All right, so a counseling statement, maybe an NCOER. Let's say maybe in this example, I'm a squad leader and trying to stress to my soldier the importance of an education. Maybe I'm trying to encourage that soldier to better themselves by maybe taking some online courses when we have some free time or something. So I need a bullet point to kind of emphasize that as far as why it might be important in the Army. So let's try something like this. So maybe something like this. Write a short paragraph about why it's important to get an education while in the Army. Let's see what it produces. All right, not bad. Let's see the first sentence here. We've got getting an education while serving in the Army is important for several reasons. It's not only helps individuals develop valuable skills and knowledge, but also helps open opportunities for advancement and provides a sense of personal fulfillment. And there you go. I mean, maybe there could be some tweaking in here to do some things to personalize it to that soldier, but nonetheless, there's probably some good vocabulary in here to kind of, make yourself sound, educated yourself or make it sound very professional for the bullet point of, trying to encourage that soldier to get some kind of education. Possibly even trying to create bullet points for an NCOER. If you can think of something that would kind of work, then maybe this would work. By the way, yes, I have used this before to brainstorm ideas for future videos. Shh, don't tell anybody.
The third and last one would have been great when I was in the Army and maybe also applicable to other branches of service. But again, in the example of the Army, in the Army, you commonly have on Thursdays sergeant's time training, or maybe even other kind of situations where non-commissioned officers have to give a class, or maybe it might even be like a high-speed specialist or E4. When you're giving these classes, you have to kind of give a class on something you're knowledgeable on, or maybe they assign you something, and I think artificial intelligence could probably help you with that class. You plug in what the class is about, and it probably could spit out some information about that class, and you can just kind of use that to put together a PowerPoint slideshow, because a lot of times when you're doing these classes, they're death by PowerPoint. Sometimes you have to use a little easel thing and write it out, or sometimes you have to do it just memorize it. But nonetheless, I think that possibly you could use this artificial intelligence to help you with your class. So let's go with that example. Let's go with the example that I got a class coming up that I have to teach some soldiers on a specific skill, and I need AI to help me with this class. Let's see how well it'll work.
All right, so now I'm a young NCO and I have to give a class for sergeant's time training or something. Say first aid. Let's say maybe I have to teach some soldiers how to treat a gunshot wound. Let's see if the AI can produce some good results that I can use maybe in a slideshow, maybe writing it out on the board or something. So let's see here. So let's see what happens. Teach me how to treat someone for a gunshot wound. Let's see what he gives me. All right, so I mean, some of this is going to be, more specific to, civilian type of thing. So I mean, calling 911 in a combat zone is not going to help you at all. So, 9-line medevac, maybe you're kind of switching it up for that, and some of this other stuff probably would be good. Keep the person calm and still to prevent further injury. Apply direct pressure to the wound using a clean cloth. Slow down or stop the bleeding. If the cloth becomes soaked in blood, do not remove it. Instead, add more cloth on top and continue applying pressure. Some of these stuff are probably pretty good to use for a bullet point, though. Some of them you might have to tweak a little bit to make it sound more military kind of style, but it probably could work. curious about maybe something tactical. Wonder what's something we could use tactical though. Let's try something like more of a tactical situation, see what it kind of provides me with. Let's try to see what this does. Teach me how to clear a room in a military style. All right. I mean, I'm not an expert at clearing rooms, but I mean, seems pretty good. I mean, 1, gather intelligence before entering the room. Gather as much information as possible. The location of potential threats. Establish a plan based on intelligence. Build a plan for clearing the room. Okay, and then go down to like step 5. Clear the room. The team enters the room in a predetermined formation using weapons and tactical communications. Clear the room. Identify any threats and secure the area. I mean, maybe this would be pretty good. I mean, maybe even tactical stuff inside of here too. So this could probably work for, being able to teach a class. At a minimum, at least help you get some kind of started brainstorming on some ideas as far as like what to cover in the class. I mean, maybe some of this isn't 100% accurate, but maybe it kind of brainstorms and helps you kind of get the process flowing a little bit better to be able to help you build out the class or something like that. But you probably could, probably steal some of these bullets and stick it in your slideshow and save you a little bit of work.
So there you go. Possibly 3 hacks that maybe you could utilize using artificial intelligence in the Army, maybe in the military type of thing. If you can think of other ways that you think maybe artificial intelligence could help make your job easier in the Army, leave some comments down below, right? What are some things you would like to see? Maybe if you don't have anything you can input, or you input in something you could think of how AI could help you in the Army. What's something you wish that AI could help you with in the Army? I think it'd be pretty good if they help you study for the board, and maybe it can, I don't know. But leave me some comments down below, so let me know what you think. Now, after you're done, leave me an amazing comment, maybe telling me how great the video was, maybe asking some questions, give me some input, whatever the case is. Make sure you continue reviewing experience here on the Christopher Chaos channel, and you check out this video right here. YouTube says that you, and you alone, this video is great for you, and you should watch it. So you should probably go and do so. You don't want to miss out. Check out my links down in the description box down below for social media, to follow me on Instagram, follow the Discord channel, all that fun stuff. Thanks for watching. I'm Christopher Chaos. I'll see you next time. See ya.